Hey guys, Peter here to do an EP review. Today I'm here to tell you about the latest from Trollfest, Happy Heroes, out March 19th on Napalm Records. This release has 4 tracks, 14 minutes in length, and this is the band's second EP. They are a folk metal band from Norway. Now, out of these 4 tracks, you're going to get 1 brand new song, an original, and you're going to get 3 covers. All of them have a common theme, a common denominator that really unifies them and brings them together. So from an EP perspective, this release almost feels like it has the atmosphere of a full-length album. But it also has all the things that you would expect from an EP, the ability to go outside the box, to be a little bit more creative, and try new things out and see how they work. All of these songs, they wouldn't fit in a full-length Trollfest album, but they would fit in a release just like this, where you can be a little bit more creative, where you can think outside the box, where you don't have restrictions, you don't have boundaries that really force you into a certain path and force you into a certain role. With an EP, you can do almost anything you want, and I feel like that's exactly what they did with these 4 tracks. So the first song on this release is Happy Heroes. This is the original song, and in my opinion, this is the best track on this release. I really like the sound of it because it kept all of the DNA of the band intact. It's folky, it's fun, it's heavy, it has a catchy chorus, it's very melodic, very driven. It has this dynamic movement that really pulls the track up and down, and you feel like you're moving with it, you're bouncing with it. Very engaging track overall. And it's a track that tells the story of these evil troll superheroes. So exactly what you would expect from this band in this opening track, and the only original song that they have to offer on this release. Next is Cartoon Heroes featuring Sphinx. This is an Aqua cover, a song that feels almost like a very dark Disney duet. That's how it comes across, that's how it's put together, and that's pretty much the DNA that it holds. I wasn't a huge fan of this song in terms of how it feels and how it comes across. It just seems too much outside the box, and it doesn't really connect. Outside of perhaps the theme, it doesn't really connect with the first track, and it feels a little bit distant from everything else that you're going to get afterwards. And right after, you're going to get Don't Worry, Be Happy. This cover is one of the best of the 3, perhaps the best one. The one that came closer to the band's DNA, where I felt like they didn't have to change too much of who they are as far as sound, as far as approach is concerned. Very bouncy song, still having that original theme there. It still has that original style, that original approach. When you listen to this track, you can feel the original being built within it, but it also has that Trollfest aroma, that heaviness, that catchiness, that fluidity, those up and downs that you're gonna get moving from verses into chorus. A very dynamic song that from a covers perspective fits the DNA of the band perfectly. Last but not least, Happy, the Pharrells, originally done by Pharrell. This is a Pharrell cover. I felt that this was an interesting track because it tried to merge in the worlds of the 2 previous covers into one. It had some heaviness, it had some bouncy moments, it had some happiness into it, it had some dynamic mechanisms like the previous 2 that takes you up and down, moving you from the verses to the chorus, but there was too much of the original present, and the original has such a strong structure, has such a strong way of being created and being delivered that I didn't feel like they walk enough away from it in order to make this song their own. They tried it. You could feel like this was a song that they tried to change what they could without really hurting the original, but making it their own. But I never felt like they got to the finish line. It doesn't feel organic. This is a song that feels a little bit forced, feels a little bit like it was pushed, and they tried to fit it in there. Once again, the theme fits with the EP, but the overall execution of the track to me felt a little bit flat. This is it. This is Trollfest with Happy Heroes, out March 19th on Napalm Records. Let me know your thoughts on the EPs, on the singles that they've released. Use the comment section below. I'll be reading those and getting back to you. Take care, guys.